Canelo, that's the bathroom. Canelo. We're leaving before the main event. You're leaving before the main event. Why? You don't want
Yeah, I just come to see Jaime Munguia.
All right, Canelo. Like, stop. You know, come on, bro. You ain't had a balls to get in there and fight no damn Benavidez. And I know, come on, Canelo fans. Come on, Canelo fans. Bring it. For real. No, you didn't have the balls to get in there and fight Benavidez.
You have to. You were trying to negotiate. You were trying to make that fight, right?
We couldn't get him to the table at all. Excuse after excuse.
Thank God he left, because otherwise he would have gotten really scared, you know. With that kind of performance, I would leave too, you know. But you know, to be honest with you, David's a cruiserweight champion now, 3-division champion, you know. That guy's never gonna fight David, you know. I mean, David's the face of boxing now. It's his era, you know. Canelo is not the same no more. He's tired. Reflexes are not good, you know. The feet is not good no more. His power's not there anymore. I think he's gonna struggle with them, Billy, you know.
100%. So it's always like, you know, like always in boxing or whatever sport it is, everybody always has their arch nemesis. You know what I mean? So Canelo he's my arch nemesis basically, and yeah, well, that's exactly how it'd be. It'd be an unfortunate moment that never happened in boxing, but you know, if it doesn't happen, there's really nothing I can do about them. Now that Crawford came in and beat him, now it's like you don't know what Canelo's gonna show up. If it's gonna be an extremely prepared Canelo, or it's gonna be a Canelo that doesn't really seem like he's hungry.
Yeah, he's gonna come in, motherfucker.
Yeah. Then we're gonna come down, we're gonna make that fight with Bivol, and after that we're fighting Beterbiev. So those are the 3 big fights, and you know, I think I'm not gonna shy away from no fight. You know, I could go and fight.
David Benavidez has fired shots at Canelo Alvarez for avoiding him, and now the pressure explodes as Canelo gets loudly booed on Cinco de Mayo, turning it into controversy.
He did duck one fighter, and the one fighter he ducked was Benavidez, and I get why. Benavidez is huge.
It come across Benavidez wanted to fight Canelo when Canelo was at a level where if you're mean to me or if you disrespect me in promo trying to fight me, I'm not going to fight you. That was really made me feel bad for Benavidez, because it come across like, well, hold on, I'm out here trying to get a fight. I don't want to be your friend. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever it is I have to do, insult you. I'm old school. I'm chasing a fight. So I would say in that way, but you can't overlook the history of Canelo, because he's a Hall of Famer. He is a legend. He did accomplish everything. But I think him not fighting Benavidez, it will always leave a bad taste in us, in our mouths. You know what I mean? That fight didn't take place.
Legends like Max Kellerman believe Canelo did avoid Benavidez, while Mike Coppinger sees it differently, and the debate continues to heat up.
Yeah, look, everyone knows I'm a Canelo supporter, and I am for good reason. He's done so much for this sport. He's one of the all-time greats. But yes, there is no defensible reason to have not fought David Benavidez. A couple of years from now, I think legacy, I don't think it'll be tarnished. You know, I think Canelo's legacy is cemented. So like Malik said, yes, you can have a gripe, rightfully so, with him not fighting Benavidez, but you look at Canelo fighting Dimitri Bivol at 175, and even Arizon Lara, Austin Trout. I'm going to give him a pass here and say that his legacy will not be tarnished all time.
Canelo Alvarez adds more controversy by skipping the Cinco de Mayo main event, with fans booing him heavily and accusing him of avoiding the spotlight out of fear.
Canelo is not the same no more. He's tired. Reflexes are not good. You know, the feet is not good no more. His power's not there anymore. I think he's going to struggle with them, Billy, you know. At the end of the day, man, I just want to talk about David Benavidez, to be honest, the Mexican monster, you know.
Making bold claims, Tim Bradley has already gone after Canelo for avoiding Benavidez, insisting he does not have the real courage, and says even Canelo's fans must accept it.
All right, Canelo, like, stop. You know, come on, bro. You ain't had a balls to get in there and fight no damn Benavidez. And I know, come on, Canelo fans, come on, Canelo fans. Bring it, for real. No, you didn't have the balls to get in there and fight Benavidez. You know, but you're going to go to his fight, right? Come on, stop. And get in the ring with Benavidez. It's the perfect time now. He's already blown up to 200 and something pounds now. Now you bring him back down. Bring his ass back down to 168, Canelo, instead you want to fight him.
Giving inside information on why the fight is not happening, Oscar de la Hoya reveals that Canelo has been making excuse after excuse and never came to the negotiation table.
The fighters not having literally the ball to go up there and fight the toughest challenges. because maybe you might be protecting your O. Maybe you're never scared, but you just don't want to face certain fighters. And I believe, and people, we've heard it over and over and over again, Benavidez calling out Canelo. Why didn't Canelo want to fight Benavidez? You have to ask that to Canelo. I have my answer.
Well, what is it? You were trying to negotiate. You were trying to make that fight, right?
We couldn't get him to the table at all. Excuse after excuse.
Blasting Canelo, De La Hoya says he should feel ashamed for avoiding Benavidez and insists that not only Benavidez but Zurdo Ramirez has also been chasing him for a fight. He believes the only reason Canelo is staying away from both is his fear of losing his unbeaten record, keeping him from taking the real challenges fans want to see.
Benavidez and Zurdo were the top guys for Canelo to fight. He didn't want to. That's the bottom line. There's nothing else I can say about it.
Meanwhile, David Benavidez, fresh off a dominant win over Zurdo Ramirez, claims he has been forced to move up to cruiserweight because top fighters have been avoiding him. He says both Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol are names he has repeatedly called out over time. In a recent conversation with Stephen H. Smith, Benavidez did not hold back, openly calling them cowards for refusing to face him and denying fans the fights they want to see.
Is it because you wanted this fight in this cruiserweight and add the 2 belts to your collection more so that? Or is it because of the amount of people that have been ducking you through the super middleweight division, light heavyweight, et cetera, et cetera? Which one was it more?
Yeah, that's exactly why I went up to the cruiserweight division, because I had all these people ducking me. I was supposed to fight Dimitri Bivol for all the world titles at 175.
Behind the label of the Mexican Monster stands a man fully committed to the sport of boxing at just 29 years of age. David Benavidez claims he has already become the new face of boxing and believes the Canelo era is fading away. He says if Canelo does not show up, he is ready to target Bivol and Beterbiev instead. Benavidez makes it clear he is not just confident but extremely confident, ready to prove he is the true face of boxing.
I just want to go straight into them, bro. I feel like right now I'm in the prime of my career. You know, I've a lot of confidence right now. 29 years old, you know, I feel like I have the world in my hands. So I'm gonna take these challenges. You know, that's the thing I want to show kids in boxing too, man. Everything is not 100%. These fights, and if Beterbiev, Bivol, even Zurdo Ramirez, these are 50% fights. I mean, they're 50-50 fights. I believe in my heart I could beat them 100%. But on paper, they look very tough. So I believe in myself. What I want to show to young kids, if you believe in yourself, you train hard, you do what you're supposed to do, you could accomplish anything. And that's what I'm going to show. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to beat Zurdo Ramirez. I'm going to go beat Bivol, and I'm going to go beat Beterbiev.
That confidence in Benavidez is not just talk, his actions continue to speak louder than words. On the Cinco de Mayo weekend, David Benavidez showed the world why he belongs at the top, and the boxing community could not help but react. One of the loudest voices came from Tim Bradley, who believes this performance exposed the real reason behind Canelo's avoidance. He even suggests Canelo himself would struggle, saying even Zurdo's size could not stop Benavidez from dominating and pushing fighters back.
Now I know why, Canelo, I know why your ass don't want to fight that. Canelo, I know that. Whoa, shit. Hey, I wouldn't want to fight that motherfucker either, Canelo. Woo! Benavidez put on a hell of a performance last night. Ooh, damn, he beat the damn lipids out of that boy's ass, boy. Shit. Hey, you fuel phlebotomist and you watching this damn channel, you understand already. When a motherfucker got high cholesterol, oh, you know. Oh, yeah, you take his blood out and you see it's all chunky and shit. You like, ooh, yeah, this motherfucker got high cholesterol. Oh, yeah, his A1C is high as fuck, dude. Oh, this man got a problem. Oh, this woman got a problem. Boy, man, you see how big Ramirez was last night? Shit, he was huge. I said, God, where his neck at? He ain't had no neck.
Tim Bradley is insisting that the world must now acknowledge David Benavidez as a complete fighter with versatile skills and real knockout power. He calls him a true force to reckon with, highlighting his hand speed, lightning combinations, and heavy pressure style. True to his Mexican monster status, Benavidez has left Bradley highly impressed. His reaction shows strong belief that even Canelo's supporters must admit their star is avoiding risks and may be scared of losing his position.
It was like this. I was like, why is he so damn big? He think he gonna overpower the monster? Man, that hand speed and quickness he hit his ass with. I was like, oh, he is motorboating his motherfucking ass with these damn punches. was like, ooh, and he was putting them on his ass. Man, y'all remember that damn character from I don't know what the hell his name is from what was that shit called? Street Fighter. The one that kind of like standing still and electricity and shit. You know, I'm looking at Benavidez and I'm seeing like, I think it was like round like 4 or 5 and shit. You know, he started to get a little gas and winded from letting them hands go. And I'm looking at him and he's taking shit on the gloves and he blocking shit, making shit miss. Oh, he got some skills. Oh, he got them little baby skills, little man skills. Oh, yeah, he do. He got skills. I don't want to hear shit. Benavidez got skills.
As reactions continue to pour in, Wade Clemens has also praised Benavidez, giving him major applause and calling him the man who truly bulldozed Zurdo Ramirez. In his view, Benavidez has shown complete dominance over the division and has rarely looked troubled in any fight. True to his Mexican Monster nickname, he has stood strong against every opponent placed in front of him. Clemens now labels him the Domination Man, saying this title fits his performances perfectly. He also admits Dimitri Bivol is a threat, but believes Benavidez's ability to break opponents makes him the most feared man in boxing.
He just demolished Zurdo Ramirez. I'm talking pulled out the bulldozer and performed a demolition job on this man. They should call him now the Demolition Man. Although El Monstro is pretty fitting, we have now entered the Monstro era, folks. This is no longer David Benavidez as the most feared boogeyman from 168 to 200. He is starting to run the divisions from 168 to 200. And yes, I know Dimitri Bivol still exists. I know Jai Opetaia still exists, but that man, David Benavidez, is the first man to win championships in those 3 divisions, 168, 175, and 200, and he does not look like he's in any intention of stopping.
Prior to the fight, concerns were raised about Benavidez being the smaller man and the weight difference becoming a major factor. But despite all that, David Benavidez made it look far easier than expected. According to Wade Clemens, he saw Benavidez backing up all the talk once again and reminding fans why he is such a dangerous force. The volume punching, fast hand speed, and overall pressure were on a completely different level compared to Zurdo. As the Mexican Monster had claimed, his past sparring experience helped him understand Zurdo's style, and he used that knowledge to exploit every opening with ease.
But I didn't expect him to, right? This was a cruiserweight matchup. You wanted to conserve some energy in those first couple of rounds, but it wasn't like he wasn't punching. He was still finding openings, and he said this before the fight, that Zurdo and him had sparred over 200 rounds together, and that he saw openings even today that were present all the way back when they sparred. And he showed it. In close, where you would not think David Benavidez would be the best, especially at 168 when he was towering over guys, even at 175. At cruiserweight, at least in this matchup, Benavidez was the smaller man. And when they got in that phone booth, for whatever reason, Zurdo wanted to be there. You know, Mexican fighters, they just enjoy the firefight. Benavidez was not only faster, he was more accurate by a wide margin, and he had more volume. The 3 tenets that you thought David Benavidez has to have to beat Zurdo.
With his performance, the biggest questions have now been answered, and while Benavidez is still insisting on facing Bivol and Beterbiev, Wade Clemens acknowledges his capability to take on all comers. He strongly believes these fights are necessary and points out that Benavidez's brutal hand speed, explosive volume, and the way he broke down Zurdo have already created problems even at cruiserweight level. Watching him overwhelm a strong opponent like that makes it far from strange to think he has a real chance against the biggest challenges ahead. In Wade's eyes, Benavidez has proven he belongs at the very top.
To withstand this kind of pressure, because when you did it at 168, you were chasing Canelo. When you did it at 175, you were chasing Bivol. When you do it at 200, now we're talking 3 weight classes. And sure, we still have Jai Opetaia there. I get it. We still have Dimitri Bivol to go and potentially fight. Artur Beterbiev at 175. There's still fights out there. The coronation is not yet over, but I'm telling you, watching him fight tonight, watching that hand speed at 200, undersized at 200, watching the violence once again be on display, watching him crumble a big cruiserweight in Zurdo Ramirez, this convinced me. This is David Benavidez's era. I'm ready to call it right now. I want to see him, and I know Bivol's got something lined up, but I want to see him in Artur Beterbiev. I want to see him in Bivol. I want to see him in Jai Opetaia. Give me all those fights, and I know David Benavidez wants them. I know it. And that's why I want to watch it.
Wade Clemens believes that if David Benavidez steps in against Artur Beterbiev, he would come out with a relatively easy win, and he also gives him strong chances against Dimitri Bivol. However, he feels there is one truly difficult matchup for him in the future, and that is a clash with Jai Opetaia. Due to complications in Zuffa boxing, the fight may not happen right now, but Wade sees it as a future showdown. He imagines Benavidez moving up, beating Bivol and Beterbiev first, then returning to cruiserweight to face Opataya in a true test. His admiration for Benavidez's performance was clearly hard to hide.
Do not be surprised if David Benavidez goes back down to light heavyweight and fights Artur Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol, then pops back up to cruiserweight and tries to take out Jai Opataya. If everything goes well and he wins those fights. I think he beats Artur Beterbiev. Right now, I think he beats him. I think he's got a good shot versus Dimitri Bivol. Jai Opataya, we'll see, because that's the fight I want. If you're asking Wade selfishly, which fight would you pick right now for fear that we may never get it because of the Zuffa boxing thing? I would say line up Jai Opataya right now, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be Beterbiev, I think it's gonna be Bivol, and then I think somehow, some way, hopefully, they can get Jai Opataya. But man, I can't tell you how much, like, I'm so impressed with this dude.
With Benavidez making history and Canelo being accused of avoiding him, the entire saga is getting a reality check. The boxing community is digging deep, with experts bringing up evidence that the weight difference narrative may have been exaggerated when it comes to Canelo facing Benavidez. Back in 2021, the WBC approved a request for Canelo Alvarez to challenge Ilunga Jr. Makabu, a fight that never happened, but it raises questions about why the Benavidez fight never reached the table. Many point out that Makabu's weight difference was even greater. Critics now say Canelo has a habit of cherry-picking, facing easier opponents while avoiding the toughest threats like Benavidez.
This is why you come to me for that real You wrote an article, this guy who's with Ring, this reporter, right, saying that Canelo got approval to fight Makbuk Air at cruiserweight. Now the world is calling for not Billy and Canelo, but David Benavidez and Canelo. And now they're saying, oh man, Canelo's just too small. But he was about to fight this big, the gods must be crazy African dude. This big-headed dude. Did we get him? It does smell like ish, doesn't it? Right? This is who Canelo, like nobody, mind you, nobody in the world wanted to see this fight, asked for this fight, and they had a whole WBC convention. You see the pictures, they're facing off. This guy is a cruiserweight. So look at his arms. I mean, obviously he's big and he's bigger than Canelo. So it proves that Canelo is a cherry picker.
And that is where this heated debate stands, with Benavidez rising, Canelo under pressure, and the boxing world split right down the middle. Every performance, every accusation, and every missed fight is adding more fuel to a story that refuses to slow down. Now the big question is simple. Do you think Canelo avoided Benavidez? Or is this all just boxing politics at play? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, subscribe for more fight breakdowns, and stay tuned because this saga is far from finished.